Mid-American Conference Media Days continue here from Ford Field in Michigan on cleveland.com and mlive.com. We're pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Western Michigan Broncos, Tim Lester. Tim, year 3 as the head coach at your alma mater. Fair to say you're just enjoying this as much as can be?
I am. It's been a lot of fun. Obviously I took over a great football team, which is a unique takeover. I mean, most times you're taking over a program. This is my 3rd time being head coach. It's much easier. It's control to lead. This is the way we're doing things. So it's been a mix of figuring out what worked with the old culture and introducing my own and kind of making a new one, which has been a lot of fun. Getting to know the players that way, and we've won more than we've lost, not way more, which is what our goal is, and so this is gonna be a fun season.
You returned a number of guys, though, 9 on defense. What do you like about that group?
It's the one area that we need to improve on. I mean, statistically, we have not been great on defense, and we really pass defense. So we moved probably our most dynamic offensive player to corner. He'll play both. He's still going to play some wideout for us, but he's going to start a corner, and we got a transfer from Temple, Kareem Ali, that's playing the other corner. And I think seniors, we're going to have like 9 or 10 seniors on defense. And we had the number 1 recruiting class, our first full cycle recruiting, and they were freshmen last year. They redshirted, so they're all able to play. And so the depth of our defense, I feel like it just doubled. The depth of our corners, the depth of our safeties. I think we're going to have 9 defensive linemen that can rotate through and play, which is crazy. It's definitely a luxury, So we can just continue to roll them through. And so we have everything set up. We made some changes with the coaches on defense. Got a new D coordinator who did a great job finishing out the season last year. And we beat the MAC champions in his first game as our defensive coordinator, when we beat Northern. And so we need to see improvement. We've done all the things that we need to do to see that improvement. And I'm excited for them just to get out there, and kind of reset what our playing defense at Western Michigan means.
Now, you returned 6 on offense as well. And one of those guys, when I asked John about Levante Bellamy, your quarterback, big smile on his face.
Yeah.
So tell me about him, how special he can be.
Bells is, we timed him this summer, lasered him in the high 4.2s. I mean, he can run, and he's stayed healthy last year, first team All-League, and we got to do a good job using him out of the back. I have another senior that's kind of the bigger back of the 2, so it's great to have 2 seniors. We got a senior quarterback, 2 senior running backs, a senior tight end that was an all-conference player. We got 4 returning offensive linemen, on a really good offense, and we lost 1. And so just that right there, being able to run it and throw it, we're going to have some new receivers, but having a guy, Bellamy, what he does is he allows anyone to play wide receiver as far as the coverages you're going to get. I mean, they're not going to cloud us a ton. If they do, then we're going to hand the ball to Bellamy a lot, And midway through the season last year, teams decided Bells isn't going to beat us, and they started loading the box, and they started giving our wideouts great matchups. And John noticed it, and John took advantage of it. And I always just say we go into a game. I don't know if we're going to run for 350 or we're going to throw for 400. I really don't know. They get to choose. And there were a couple games like Miami, Ohio, we really wanted to run it. And they decided that wasn't going to happen. And we had to throw for 450 to win that game, but we had great matchups. Other games we rushed for 350. So it's just great to be balanced, and have a senior quarterback that can do that, and the O-line and the running back to be able to do that. And so we got to keep John healthy. He hasn't made it past game 9 in his first 2 seasons. Just kind of freakish, weird injuries. So, but it's 21 seniors. It's a fun team.
What do you like about the group? And I know you haven't gotten to camp yet.
Yeah.
Every group's a little different.
Yeah.
You can tell in spring what they're going to be like. What's this team going to be like?
I think they're a tight group. They laugh together. They've gone through a lot of the same things together. And we when the MAC championship game or from 3 years ago, none of them really played. They all want to be that. There's not a lot of ego, chip on their shoulder a little bit. But we obviously got a new defensive coordinator and about, I think, 3 or 4 new coaches, which have done a great job of bringing us even closer together, and so it's been fun to have 21 seniors. I mean, my first year we had 11, my second year we had 9, and now we have 21. And what you learn quickly about veteran teams is veterans are just more consistent. Young guys are hot and cold. Their effort is hot and cold. Their execution is hot and cold. Their showing up on time is hot and cold. And veterans aren't, So we've had a great spring with 21 seniors, very consistent our work, and very great summer, and we'll have a great camp, So, our 9 seniors last year did a great job of trying to lead when they were outnumbered. It's fun to have a veteran team that has a chip on their shoulder, that has something to prove, and we're 1 point away from going to the championship game last year, and that still burns, So we're excited to get back to work. Like, this couldn't come fast enough after kind of the way the last season ended.
Last thing I'll ask you, if there's an area on the team where you say, if we get this going the way we want it, we're going to be in pretty good shape.
I would say, well, one's obvious, if keep John healthy. If we keep John healthy. I like our backup. He's had to play last year, did a good job, freshman. He'll be a sophomore this year. But if we can keep John healthy, and we need to prove on defense. I mean, pass defense especially. I think our safeties have done a good job finding corners that can hold up. We've done a good job stopping the run. I think just that overall defensive mentality of being being the aggressor, playing on their side of the ball, getting turnovers. I think our defensive coaches have done a great job of the kids have buy-in, they've simplified it, and we have a lot of veterans on that side. So, and statistically, we've needed that, and so I think if those two things happen, if our pass defense improves, and we can keep John healthy and keep running the ball like we have been able to do the last 2 years, we'll be a tough out.
Tim Lester, head coach of the Western Michigan Broncos. Appreciate the time. Best of luck in 2019. Mid-American Conference Media Day from Ford Field will continue here on cleveland.com and MLive. Stay with us.